Okay, so in this, I'm going to talk about codes and conventions, like the style and techniques that we plan on using for our short film. And basically, for techniques, we plan to do stop motion as a whole. We plan to take photos of each frame and give it a slightly jolted yet fluent look. Like, we don't want to have it to be so forward motion like it's like that, because of the fact that we just don't have the time to do all those drawings. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have it so one photo, the arm would be about there, the next one would be more like there, so it's not so fluent like that, it's more kind of thing, if that makes sense. And we're also planning on incorporating real life, because we decided that it'd be nice to have stop motion drawings, but we thought it'd be more interesting and captures the audience's attention so much more if there was more media styles and techniques involved. Basically, in one scene, this girl's got a flower in her hair and wind blows and the flower comes out. And we plan to have the flower go around the book and then actually go out the page, and then when it comes out the page, so cross that border, you have a real life flower on the table and you'll see that go. We plan to have the camera pan and follow it and stuff like that. And for another example, we're got a chocolate wrapper, and once again it's going to be blown out of the book, chocolate wrapper, because it's a message, kind of thing, and it goes to the woman in the other book, so between the two books you're going to have a real chocolate wrapper, so styles like that. And another technique we're going to do is basically words being written on the page, because the woman writes a letter to the man, so what we're going to do is have the words slowly coming on to the paper as if it's being written. So you'll have the letters slowly appearing on, kind of thing like that. And so this kind of, that would symbolise the girl's hand replying to the boy, kind of thing. So the next thing we're doing is, at the very end of it, when they go into, kiss, we're having the page ripped out. And basically, we plan on doing this by taking photos of the page slowly getting ripped out, because then it'll grab the audience attention, they won't expect it, and it'll have so much more of an impact on them. And this is probably the most complicated one, I'd say. Another technique we're planning on doing is, in the book, the time zone is kind of different to outside the book. Within the book, it's kind of just, them sending messages. There's no symbolisation of day or night, it's just one thing. There isn't a time zone, basically, as far as I'm concerned in the book. But outside the book, we're planning on making it get darker as the story goes on, to symbolise that as all this has happened with them, time's actually gone on within the book. That's quite hard, because all the specific things we're going to have to do, but yeah, that's basically, because there's not only that, it challenges audience expectations, for example, this apple. A target audience, they'd think, it's an apple, you'd eat an apple, but they wouldn't expect you to throw the apple on the floor and it bursts into flowers, they wouldn't expect that. So we're challenging their ideas and such. And basically styles for what we're planning on doing, back to lighting settings, similar to that, is we're basically just doing what the audience would expect, basically. It's going to be bright, happy, colourful lighting, because that's just kind of the kind of things you'd imagine in a lovey-dovey film. It's the atmosphere of the characters, it builds everything, it's what you expect. Basically, it's the mise en scène. And basically, we're using a simple form of anime, cartoon kind of thing, but I'd probably label it as an anime, because we found that if we did real complicated drawings, it's just going to take too much time. There's just so many slides that we need to do, so we decided to kind of keep the drawings nice, detailed yet simple, so then we don't have to spend so much time oh, this eye's not right, stuff like that. because it helps save time, like I just clarified, but it also gives it a sketchy look, which I think is quite nice. Like, it looks well, it's you know, aesthetically pleasing, so yeah, that's helpful. And also, the books are black and white, the characters are black and white, but there'll be a few colours in them. Like, with the boy and the girl, only their cheeks and their eyes, like, are coloured in. Like, apart from that, everything's black and white. But the only other things that are coloured in are, like, the messages or the real life incorporation kind of things. And this is because it, like, signifies the importance of them. You know, the colouring, making them stand out towards the audience, making the audience think, ah, that's coloured in, there's a reason for that. Well, I hope they think that anyway. So it really just signifies the point of what's going on, you know, and how important this is for the characters, and also for the audience to notice they should take note of it. Thank you.